And they were talking about learning about kids making their clothes.
It's a wonderful moment in the movie that our director, Rob Van Alkemade, caught just following these three young women, teenagers, 14, 15-year-olds, as they explore where Abercrombie & Fitch, the supply of their textiles comes from. And they go to the internet, they go to responsibleshopper.org, they do an entire step-by-step investigation, and then they become just amazed at the conditions under which these children are making the clothing that's on their back.
Have you been to the movie, Reverend Billy?
Have I been to the movie?
And what kind of response have you gotten since?
Because it just opened this last weekend in New York, and it opens
I mean, you're
in the next couple of days in Los Angeles and San Francisco.
In New York. Has the response to you changed?
Well, people still call across the street, Reverend, keep it up. Are you out of jail? How are things? People have a protective kind of attitude towards me, which I appreciate. I'm very happy about the film, this extraordinary privilege that we have, that our neighbor in the East Village walked over, found us in a community garden preaching, and said, I want my next movie to be about your work.
Are there warnings that stores have about you and the Stop Shopping Gospel Choir making your way in wherever it might be?
We'd like to see some of the mug shots that are back in the bowels of Walmart and Starbucks and Disney. We haven't seen them yet, but a couple of the singers in the Stop Shopping Gospel Choir first encountered us as baristas in Starbucks. So we hope to infiltrate.
I think there is a big red circle with like a line through it of Billy's face on it on most retail outlets. No Billy allowed.
Well, I want to thank you both very much for being with us. Morgan Spurlock produced What Would Jesus Buy, the director of the 2004 Oscar-nominated Super Size Me, and Reverend Billy himself, the star, on stage and screen in the streets of New York. What Would Jesus Buy is the film. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Sister Amy.
Thank you.
As we wrap up right now, here in New York,